Friday, and we are going to explore backing up our files using file history. This is a feature that can be used in Windows 8, 8.1, and Windows 10. It's relatively accessible and dependable to schedule these backups to an external drive. And that way, if anything happens to your device, the external drive will be safe. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so here we have a desktop. This is a Windows 10 desktop. So in Windows 10, to use file history, go down to your search bar, type in file, F-I-L-E, history, H-I-S-T-O-R-Y, and you can click on backup settings, and you will get into this backup menu. If you have never added a drive, you will see backup using file history, a short sentence, and add a drive. So as you can see here, it says backup your files to another drive and restore them if the originals are lost, damaged, or deleted. We'll click add drive. I have these two drives here. One is inside my laptop, which can be used for file history as long as it's separate from your main storage. And this is the external drive that I just connected. Same one I use for client backups. I will click on that drive, and that's all you have to do. Now, your file history will automatically back up these certain files on your computer to that drive. If you click More Options, you will see a nice overview. You can set up, I would recommend to backup now, but before you do that, you can see here that it will back up every hour by default and keep your backups forever by default. You can change these by clicking the drop down to every 10 minutes or every 24 hours. And you can also change the time that the backup is kept to 1 month to 2 years, or only until you run out of space for a full backup. Now, this is not exactly a full backup, this is the file backup, but until space is needed for however many folders and files you want to back up. So these are the default, and some of these folders are ones that I added on the main drive. You can add a folder or delete one of these folders. If you don't want your downloads backed up, you can click on Downloads, then click Remove. The nice thing about this is that it shows you the exact path of the folder. So if you're not sure you want to delete that folder, you can click this path in File Explorer. So down here, if I type in, well, it's already there, so I can just delete this. See users Nikki. This is the folder, let's see, it's called Saved Games. So this folder right here is what's being backed up. Okay, so we have all these other folders here. You can add a folder by clicking Add Folder. And the entire page will refresh, and there it is. You can go down to the bottom, choose folders to exclude, click on that, Click on the folder you want to exclude, and the entire page will update again. Scroll down, and you will see the file you added under exclude these folders. If you click on that, you can also remove folders. Let's click on that. You can remove folders from the excluded list. That is not necessary if the folders are not listed in the backup list. But if you want to ensure that certain data is not backed up, you can put it in that list. And you can change the drive that is being used for file history, but if you click here, stop using this drive, it will stop backing up to the drive you have chosen. So you can go through the process again if that's something you need to do. And it's as simple as that. You can go to Advanced Settings. Here you can turn off, this is the traditional control panel view. If you want to explore that, that is for another video. And here is how you restore from the file history. The entire purpose of file history is so that if you lose the data on your computer, you can restore that data. So you would go to the same place here. You would go back up, more options, scroll to the bottom, restore files from a current backup. Alright, I'd just like to show you how you restore from a file history backup. Here I have backed up just the desktop, and it's only 119 megabytes. It's going to be much larger if you back up the default folders. And folders in the C drive will be backed up by default because that's the drive that you want backed up. Now down here, I'm going to click Restore Files from a Current Backup. And you see here you have the date, day of the week, time of the backup, and the exact folders that were backed up. So I'll click on Desktop, hide that, and click on this green Restore to Original Location. And because I didn't lose any of these files, Windows notices that I have the exact files still there. So of course, if you had lost any files, you can skip any files that are duplicates. You can decide one by one for each file which one you need backed up, or you can replace any files that have the same exact names with their backups. So I will choose this one so you can see, let me decide for each file. And here you can see on the left side, it says files from. This is your backup on the left, and files already in. And this is the folder that you backed up that is still on your main drive, the C drive. So if you check any of the items on the left, you will be replacing the originals with their backups. So be careful if you made any changes to these to these files. If they have any new data and they do not need to be restored, then do not check the left box. You want to check the right box, which is the updated file. But if the file is lost, you shouldn't see it here, or if it's corrupted or it is not a problem to replace it with a backup, then you can check the left to replace the original with the backup. Or you can skip here. That's an option as well. So I'll just click that one. Let's see. You can also check all the files, all the backup files, and replace them. I'll check that because I don't want to replace them. And there you have it. Then you get to see the folder and the files that were restored from backup. Right there, desktop. And you can even check up here the path to your desktop. See users Nikki. So that is how you can create a backup schedule with file history. And you can manually do the backups as well. If you like these videos, I'm going to be posting every Friday, and hopefully they'll be very, very beneficial. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see more. All right, see you next Friday.